If you're looking for a list of recommendations for AI-powered video generation tools that are free, or free and unlimited, or unlimited and affordable, then this video is for you. Before we start, leave a comment below. Do you have a favorite AI video generation tool? Comment below. And also, do you already make money in any way by creating videos? I want to know that too. Let's chat. Let's go straight to my computer screen. Today, I'm going to react to this video. I have to admit, I didn't know this channel before, but I already like it a lot. At the end of the video, I'll share the name of this channel so you can subscribe. And I really like that he uses an avatar. Out of my 12 channels, 10 of which are monetized, I have 2 channels that work exactly with this type of avatar in Brazilian Portuguese and another in English, okay? I use this tool, HEYGEN, and I'm an official representative, okay? I'll leave the link in the description, but I'll talk more about that later, all right? Let's get right to it. You don't need to write anything down. Later, either in the middle or at the end of the video, I'll explain how you can access the list, but let's get straight to it now. 3, 2, 1, go.
In this video, I'm going to show you the latest artificial intelligence tools for generating videos for free. With some of these tools, you'll be able to create unlimited videos. Watch the video until the end because the best tools are at the end, okay? So let's get started. To begin, I'm going to show you this tool where you can generate videos using Google Veo 3 for free, alright? There are only a few generations, but you can make a complete video with audio. Look, all you have to do is log in and you'll get 20 credits. I don't know how long they're going to keep offering these free credits, okay? But for now, it's working. Then, in this option, you come here and select Veo 3 Basic. So, in this box, you enter your prompt, preferably in English, and just click the yellow button and it will generate the result right away. So, I'll start right away.
So the first supermaker platform to use Google Veo 3, which is the most advanced tool as of the time I'm recording this video. In fact, I pay for it, it's quite expensive. I've made some videos on how you can access it for free. There are some techniques out there, but at the end of this video, I'll leave the video where I taught how to access Google Veo 3 for free and unlimited, okay? But let's go, let's continue.
I'm going to generate it here. Look, it finished generating the video here. If it's taking too long for you, just reload or refresh the page, and after about 2 or 3 minutes, the result will show up, okay? And this is how it turned out. Look, are you already subscribed to the Jornada Digital channel? Of course I am. It's the best artificial intelligence channel in Brazil.
Another tip you can use, which she didn't mention, is basically this. You can log in with other emails. So here you can make 2, 3, 4 videos, but if you have 5 emails, you can make more than 10 videos a day. Look, maybe at first you won't even need more than that, right? But let's keep going here.
The video already comes out ready with lip sync and also with the voices. It has a small watermark here in the right corner. Sometimes you can't even see it. And to download the video, you just click on it. Once it will open this tab and then you click the download button, okay? And here, look, another result I generated with this Supermaker AI tool. I am an artificial intelligence created on Google Veo 3. The duration of the videos is up to 8 seconds, just like on Google Veo, and in this case, you'll be able to make 2 generations using this tool.
In other words, 5 emails, 10 generations, right?
The second tool I'm going to show you is LTX Video. You can access it here through Hugging Face, and here it has both options, image to video and text to video. For image to video, you just need to drag your image here. Down here, you enter your prompt, preferably in English. So I'm going to type here, look, woman drinking coffee. Below, I adjust the duration, so I can drag it here for up to 8 seconds of duration. I'll leave it at 5 seconds and click this button to turn the image into a video. So this was the result, the woman drinking coffee with relatively good quality, right? In this case, I always prefer to use image to video. I believe the quality is better than their text to video, but if you want to use text to video, you click on this tab and enter your prompt here. So, for example, my prompt here is a sports car on a racetrack. I adjust the duration down here once again. I always set it to 5 seconds, and then I click the orange button to generate.
For those of you who are beginners, let's say text to video basically means you'll generate the video from scratch. You describe it, and you can use ChatGPT or Gemini to improve your writing. So you might say, oh, I want a woman drinking coffee in the square. That's very basic. Then you put that into ChatGPT and say, look, I'm going to generate a video from this text. So improve this prompt, describe it better, describe it in detail. And that's it. It'll give you the text. Then you turn the text into a video. And image to video is usually image to video plus text. What does that mean? You send the image. If you don't write any text, the artificial intelligence will make something up. It'll improvise. But if you add some additional text, you can guide it a little bit better, okay? This helps to provide more clarity. Let's keep going here.
And then it generated this result here. To download, just click this little download button right above the video. The good thing about this tool is that it doesn't have a watermark. So since it's a shared use with everyone who accesses through this link, sometimes it can generate the video and show some errors, but overall you'll be able to use it to make your videos, okay? The next tool is EasyMate AI. It's a platform full of free artificial intelligence features. It has image generation, image editing as well, and several cool functions here. I'm going to make a full video about this tool, but for now, I'm going to show you their video feature, which is also called V3, but it uses another tool here. Look, so basically you'll land on this screen, which has the image to video and text to video functions. I'm going to show you the text to video one. You just enter a prompt and choose the video dimensions down here. So I entered this prompt here, look, a tiger in the water, then you just click the generate button. It's really fast and it's already generated here. And just look at the quality of the result, right? The video quality is amazing. Because even though it's called V3, actually look, down here they mentioned that they use the runway model, which is one of the best video generation models on the market. So I'm going to enter another prompt here, cat being gay at a club. I'll generate this one as another example to show you, and it produced these results here, which also turned out with excellent quality, okay? Normally there's no distortion. To download, you need to click on these three dots here and then on download, okay? The next tool is one I always make a point to bring up here because most people still don't know about it, which is Meta AI. Basically, after you log in, it works like a chat where you can talk to it, ask for information, or simply ask it to create images here. So if I ask here, look, create an image of a hamster running, it generates these 4 images. And now there's this animate button where it will turn all these images into videos. Look, and it's already generated the 4 videos here. It's all very fast, it's free, and it's completely unlimited. So
the problem with Meta AI is that first, the prompt sometimes it doesn't follow the prompt. Besides that also, when I ask for something human, so to speak, it varies. If I try to ask for just people like blondes or white people, anyway, it puts like a blonde, a brunette, someone with lighter skin, someone with darker skin. So it tries to be, let's say, it applies a certain diversity, but actually what any AI has to do is follow my prompt, so to speak, right? I'm going to mention one here that's really interesting, which is basically HEYGEN. HEYGEN can generate avatars. And in fact, on all my 12 channels, 10 of which are monetized in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and German, I use HEYGEN. If you look here, just so you have an idea, look, there are even some videos running here, rendering, right? If you look, I have here, look, I'll put it in the project CSC. I have 66 videos here on these channels that I still need to post, which we call backlog videos. And if I go into avatars here, look, I have several, some are realistic, others are not. These are the ones I created, and these here are from the platform itself. There are more than 300, right? So if you look, you recognize some personalities here. It's just like I said, right? I have channels in Portuguese and English with these characters, and they're already monetized channels. I've already shown this here on other occasions, okay? I choose, right? It's the concept of my channels to use famous people, but I also have realistic avatars here. And I can pick an avatar from the platform itself. And when I go into these avatars here, look how interesting. There's the concept of looks, right? So for example, this one has 6 looks. So there are 6 different situations with different clothes in different environments. In this case here, I clicked the wrong one. Look, if I click here on the looks, right? So look, I'm going to click on this woman here. Look, she's in different environments. And then I can create the avatar from a photo. I generate the photo here inside, and then I generate the video. I can come here, look, to avatar. If I don't want to choose, if I want to create, I select new avatar. I can upload a video to generate the avatar, or I can upload a photo. This photo can be from my computer, or I can generate it right here. Look how interesting. I put the name here, like, I don't know, superhero, for example. Or I can choose a realistic person. It doesn't matter, but I'll put superhero here. Actually, I won't put superhero here. I'll put, let's see, YouTube presenter, for example. Anyway, so I'll put here a person of average age, let's say. I'll put man. Ethnicity isn't necessary. And here I describe my prompt, right? Then I can already use ChatGPT, for example. But what am I going to do? I'm going to use a bonus I have in my monetization mentorship, which is basically a database with over 7,000 prompts in 20 different categories. Check this out. So there's futurism, real people, famous people here. Look, Disney Pixar characters, right? So I'm going to pick any prompt here, right? I'll just pick anyone here. Look, I'll pick this one here, the Loki one, or maybe a more. Look, I'll pick this panda one here, for example. Look, I'll pick the panda one here. All right, but it has to be a YouTube presenter, right? I'll pick one here. Look, He-Man. Let me pick one here that. I'll pick Hugh Jackman, for example. Of course, each one will pick from a different generation, right? So here I can choose the style. Look, realistic, pixel. I'll select pixel here, and then I'll generate it. And when it generates, it will create 4 images. I choose the one I like best, and then I can animate it with the main tools, all within HEYGEN, okay? That's why I recommend it. I recommend it because I use it, and I make money with it, okay? So I'll leave the HEYGEN link here, but look, it chooses look, it's selected here, and they're actually really cool. Look, really cool indeed. Then when I select one, it'll take a while to generate, but let's say it's this one. Look, basically it generated it. Look how cool that is. See how it's animated here? Look, if I click here, it's animated. See, look, I'll hit play here.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HEYGEN. Simply type your script to get started.
So it generated it, right? But what happens when I click here on the image, right? An image will come up first. Then I click on add animation, and look how cool this is. I can choose here first which engine I want to use. See, Gen 3, Runway, Gen 4, which is the most powerful, and Minimax, which is also a really great tool. And I can set it here, see, to have a natural conversation, more dynamic movements. Anyway, it already has the preset here. Or I can use the custom prompt, which basically means I write out the movement I want it to make. Look how amazing that is, right? Or I can choose an avatar, as I mentioned, from the tool itself. I come here and pick, for example, oh, I want this presenter here. It has 4 looks here. See, I click here and say, wow, that's cool. And remember, this voice it's using right now, look how well done it is. Just look.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HEYGEN. Simply type your script to get started.
I can choose any voice I want, and I can also pick any language I want, Portuguese, English, Spanish, or German, just like that. And what's interesting, I can do it in a certain language, let's say. I do it in English. Then, if I want to internationalize my content, I can come here to create video. Then I select translate. Then I click here, choose any of the video. Let's say it's the video I just generated. So what do I do next? I select the language it's currently in, right? So let's say the language is English, for example. Then I click here on target language, which is the language I want. And I can choose, for example, oh, I want it in Brazilian Portuguese, I want it in Spanish, and I want it in German. And just like that, it's done. Then I internationalize my content. Well, here I mentioned a tool that I use, which is one of the core elements of my business, but I also launched the channel's membership club. If you are not yet able to join the mentorship program, the Channel Club is a truly very good and incredibly affordable way for you to gain access to my extensive knowledge and valuable experience here. If it is indeed level 2, what exactly happens then? In addition to getting early access to videos, as well as videos with new content and extra videos, you can ask me anything you want. And then, suddenly, you might want to ask for a tool recommendation. Maybe you have a business and you're unsure about something. Maybe it's about a thumbnail, or where I find topics for my videos, since I make 16 videos a day, 12 to 16 across all my channels. How do you find the time? How do you find inspiration? What tools do you use? Maybe you want to ask me that, but you're not yet able to join the mentorship, which is something more comprehensive, so to speak, but you can already access my experience, and that will help you a lot, okay? Down below, there's the members club, and it has 3 levels. Starting from level 2, you can already ask whatever you want to help you out. All right? So I'll leave it here below, right? There's already the like, comment, and the become a member button. Become a member, I'm sure you're going to really like it. Besides helping this project grow, you'll also get excellent benefits, all right? Let's go.
These are the advantages of Meta AI. You can generate as many images and videos as you want. The quality is relatively good. It's not as good as the best tools on the market, but you can use it to create images and videos. And in the same style as Meta AI, there's also Kuaishu, which is a very complete tool as well, where you can generate images, create videos, and it has several other features here. So basically,
Kuaishu is from Alibaba.
Immediately after logging in, you select this video generation option here, choose the format below, and here you type your prompt in English. So the prompt I'm going to enter here is a woman eating pasta in a restaurant. It will start generating here, and this was the result produced. Yeah, it actually turned out pretty cool. There are some distortions, but it's a good tool for generating videos, okay? And it also generates unlimited videos without a watermark. And it
looks like Will Smith eating pasta, but not with VO3, which is the new one, and now it's perfect. But a year ago, well, not so much.
The next tool I'm going to show you is also free and unlimited. Its name is Veer. All you have to do is drag your image here. I'm going to drag this image of a turtle here in 3D style. And in this second tab, you enter your prompt, preferably in English. So I'll write turtle walking here, and below you choose whether you want the video to be 5 or 10 seconds long. Okay? I'll choose 10 seconds here, and then you just select this yellow generate option. And this here was the final result. Look how cool. No distortion, no watermark either, and with good movement. This is one of my favorite tools. It works really well. Sometimes it's offline, so depending on the time you try to access it, if it doesn't work, it's because it's down, but it'll be back soon. I've been using it for a long time, and if it gives you errors during generation, just change your prompt or delete some of the text in these boxes here. Okay? The next tool I'm going to show you is also free and unlimited, and it's perfect for creating drawing or animation videos like the ones you see on the screen. The name of this tool is...
Wow, it looks like Shiryu from Knights of the Zodiac. It does look a little bit like him, right?
Pretty cool. And to use it, just go to this animate tab here. Here, you drag your image over to this area. Down here, you enter your prompt, preferably in English like I did here. And finally, you click on this generate option. While it's generating the result here, take a look at these other results I created. A boy playing with his dog, this dragon here floating in the air, this cat jumping, Naruto catching some energy lights with his hands, and even this samurai here holding a sword. And this was the generated result. The butterfly floating here while the cat looks at it. It has a small watermark here in the right corner, but it's still a great tool for generating.
But there are many artificial intelligences where you can easily remove that watermark. Remind me here in the comments later and I'll share one with you.
Generate animation and illustration videos. And the next tool is Google VO2, which you can use here through AI Studio, and you'll be able to generate between 4 to 6 videos per day very quickly and without a watermark. So after you get to this screen, all you have to do is type your prompt here. I'm going to type it in Portuguese, a woman cooking in a humble home, and then just click this button here to generate. And here it generated this result. It turned out pretty realistic, didn't it? And it's 8 seconds long. As you can see, there's also no watermark. Click here on the 3 dots and go to the download option to download it. It also has an image to video option. So just click this icon here, upload an image, and type your prompt here. So I'm going to generate this result here and this one.
Remember that Google VO2 is very advanced, but it's nowhere near Google VO3. Google VO3, in addition to having improved quality, also generates sound, right? It creates ambient sound effects, generates dialogues, and even produces lip sync. That's why it's extremely complete and is the most advanced technique, right? Let it finish here, and then I'll show you how you can access Google VO3 for now with unlimited use.
And this was the result generated. Just look at the quality that Google VO delivers. It really is an excellent tool. And so,
basically, look, what do you need to do? You need to go to YouTube. Then you can go to this channel you're on, right? It can be in Portuguese. I did it on all channels. It can be in Portuguese, English, or Spanish. Look, I'll pick my English channel here for My Portuguese channel, for example, Maker Academy. If you go to the Maker Academy channel, you'll see it's this video here. Look, free and unlimited, Google VO3 free and unlimited. If you go to Daily Artificial Intelligence, which is my other channel that's also monetized, let me just see if I can find it easily here. Let me put it in. It must have already paused here, but let me add it here as channels there. Now it's easier. Where are you? Here, great. And if you look here, look, Google VO3, free and unlimited, but look, hurry, because this could stop existing at any moment, right? But let's keep going here. Let's keep going here.
The second way to use Google VO2 for free is through this Google tool called Whiskey, where you combine elements to generate a single image. So I can type any prompt I want here and click generate. It will create 2 images, and I can animate these images by clicking this button up here, animate. Here you can type a prompt or leave it blank and click this arrow button and it will turn the image into a video. Look, so I turned those 2 images into videos and generated another one here. See? Check out the quality of the result. I put it in full screen here. It looks extremely realistic. Look at the people walking in the background, especially because the image is already high quality. Look at this.
And that tip I gave about using multiple accounts, for example, I have more than 10 Gmail accounts, even though I have a paid account. But if you have 2 or 3 generations here on Whiskey and 2 or 3 generations over on Google AI Studio, let's say a total of 6, if you have 10 Gmail accounts, you have 60 generations with Google VO2, which is already excellent per day. So if you have 5 Gmail accounts, that's already 38 second generations per day, which is excellent. If the video was just about this, it would already be worth it.
This second result here also turned out great. And there was also this third result, okay? All of them were transformed from image to video here on Whiskey. Here you can see that I don't have any more generations available because I've already used them all. And Google gives you 10 free generations per month here, okay?
10 per month. But in the case of Google AI Studio, it's 3 per day. But I get it, that's fine.
So every month you'll be able to turn your images into videos here on Whisk. And now I'm going to show you 2 more AIs that generate free and unlimited videos. But they're Chinese and they're no longer accepting Brazilian phone numbers. So we need to use a temporary number here to be able to access them. This way we can access it without giving out our personal information. But on the other hand, the access is shared, right? So there are other people who also use these temporary numbers to access these tools. That said, the first tool I'm going to show you is ChatGLM, an excellent tool that generates free and unlimited videos. As soon as you get to this screen, you need to enter a number here and receive the codes. But as I mentioned, it no longer allows Brazilian numbers. So for that, we're going to use this tool here. As soon as you open this link, you'll land on this site here. There are several countries with available numbers here. I'm going to go here, look to the most recent one. Click on a number, which will be from the United States. The first thing I need to check is whether it's receiving recent SMS messages. This one is, see, the last time it received one was a week ago, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go back to the home screen. I'll try this other one here, also from the United States. Let me open it to check. This one also last received a message a week ago. I'll try this other one. And this one is good, see? It received the code 52 seconds ago. So you search and look for the one that's receiving the most recent messages, right? You can see that here in this time tab, okay? So I'm going to copy this number here and go back to the tool. First, I need to enter the country code. I know that the United States country code is 1. So I select 1 here for the United States. And now I paste that number here. Then you just have to click this button here. Look. Get verification code. I complete the verification it asks for here. There you go. The code has been sent. So now I come back here and I have to wait for the code to show up here. So in this case, you just have to wait. I can also click this option here to update it so it refreshes. And as soon as I refreshed, our code showed up here. Look, which is for ChatGLM, right? So I just copy this number here, go back to the tool, enter the code here, check this option below, and click on enter. And that way I was able to log into the tool, okay? So it's really simple. The most important thing is to find a number that is actually receiving codes here. If by any chance you chose a number from another country, in my case, I chose one from the United States, you'll need to find out the code for that country, okay? So you can enter it in the option there before the number. Coming back here, just go to this video option. Down here, you type your prompt. I'm going to type the prompt, a tiger in the water here, and click on this generate option. It already starts generating. You can see that there are several results here that aren't mine, right? I wasn't the one who generated them. As I mentioned, the number is shared, so other people also have access to these generations. And if you can't generate on your first try, it's probably because someone else is generating at the same time. And the tool only allows one result to be generated at a time. So you have to wait for it to finish generating here before you can generate your own result. It finished generating the result here. This is the video, right? A tiger playing in the water. There's a small watermark here in the right corner. I'm going to generate one more video so you can see that the quality is good and that it really is unlimited. So I'll put in this other prompt here, which is a woman putting on makeup in her room, and I'll click generate. It started generating another result here, and this was the result generated. She's wearing glasses here, putting on makeup anyway. There's a bit of distortion, but the tool is good.
Well, a recommendation I'm going to give here is that it has a free plan, but the unlimited plan is really worth it. I'm talking about ChatGPT. If you open it here, look, I'll open my ChatGPT here so you can take a look. This is my ChatGPT, and there's a little button here, Sora, which is basically ChatGPT's video generator, which later became an image and video generator, right? If you look at my projects here, look, I'll click here, library, right? The library here, look. If I click here, actually on my media, right, you'll see that I use it a lot, right? Here, images and videos are mixed together, okay? But if I filter here, look, filter videos, for example, you'll see that I make a lot of videos here on Sora. And if you look here, look, there's the Batman project, the Jacksons, Castlevania, GTA, He-Man, Avengers, because I have a channel that's now nearing 30,000 subscribers. It's an international channel that brings me around $1,200 to $1,500, even up to $2,000 a month with just one channel. I've already shown several of them here. I go into more detail in my mentorship, like how you can create a similar channel. But look, this project hasn't even been released yet, the Street Fighter one. I've already done some Street Fighter ones, but this one is new. Look, there's Cammy, there's Chun-Li here, and if you look here, there's Ryu and Dhalsim. And if you look, basically, I created the image and then generated the video, but I could have generated the video from text. For example, if you look here, it's basically an image that was animated, right? And what's interesting about it, although it has a free plan, it's much better to pay $20 and have it unlimited. Unlimited, right? So here, for example, Sub-Zero playing video games, look, it's really cool. I highly recommend it. $20 for everything ChatGPT can do with research, image creation, video creation. It's worth paying the $20, but you can start for free, okay? I want to hear from you. What did you think? Did you like the list? Did you find anything interesting? Were you happy with any specific one? Are you going to use any of them already? Had you already used any of them? Leave a comment below. Remember, at least consider becoming a channel member if you can't access the mentorship. It's really worth it for you to start getting your feet wet with a business mindset. There's no point in learning the platform, right? Creating videos, creating images, if you don't make money, if you don't get any return, because time is money, right or not? I'm going to leave that video here for you to check out so you can use Google VO3 for free and without limits. Maybe it doesn't work anymore, right? Because these techniques are temporary, but I'll leave this video, I'll leave a playlist here, okay? Then you can access it. You'll find the video as one of the latest ones, all right? That's it. I'll see you in those videos. See you soon.